Hello and welcome back to Marineford TCG. My name is Joe. Drink of the day is a cold glass of water. And today I've been playing some OP13 UP Luffy. So the OP13 meta has power gripped quite a bit. And UP Luffy now has that link ban associated with him, such that you can't play Big Mum and you can't play Katakuri. However, you do gain some nice new tools from OP13 in the promo Roger, which who knows when we'll get this, but I'm playing it because I think it's really good in the deck. Boosting yourself to 8 gives you so much defense, and the fact this is a vanilla stat line, what a treat. Also on 3, the Rayleigh, it's another great rush unit. If you end up on like 9 Don, playing this out to just get the extra Dons means you're at 10, you can giant and still have your leader effect next turn, which is cool. Obviously, 9k rush unit is strong. And into matchups like Ace and Emu, this is really good at the end of the game, both for resting Mr. Walkery and Mr. Marco. Those matchups specifically. But in a lot of matchups, this is just rest a blocker, right? Resting a blocker is good. So as a result of the meta changes, I'm not playing God Thread anymore because it doesn't really do anything. Like, you can blow up Marco in the Ace matchup, which is fine, but it's not great because they still get all the draws. And into Emu, it does literally nothing. Like, they're always at 7 cards in trash. So I've gone with the It's to Die For instead. So because of how fast the meta has gotten, I've transitioned to the It's to Die For build. This build is just aiming to ramp as rapidly as possible so that you can get Sanji combo off before your opponent has access to their big play. Whether that's the 10 cost Whitebeard in Ace, if you go first and get the triple ramp, you actually get to play like Sanji Rayleigh or Sanji Roger before they can even play the Whitebeard off the event, which is insane, because you can then follow that up with a Red Rock. Into Emu, you really need to ramp fast and play Sanji. Obviously, I prefer second to Emu. If you can get it, great. And then you only need the double ramp. If you're going first, you've really got to high roll that matchup. Triple ramp into Sanji is basically mandatory from my testing so far. That is the matchup I've been having the most difficulty with, by a lot. I do think the Emu matchup is potentially one of this deck's worst ones. Just because once they get the Goon Squad, the fact that they have double blockers, they have all those Dons for events, your guys don't actually do anything. And then on their turn, they get to fire like, even if you played Roger, they get to fire like 2 to 3 8s at you for no cost. It's crazy. It's really quite scary. You can outlast them for a while. I've got a game into Emu that sort of showcases the way that you can win sometimes. But I will say that is one of the worst matchups for sure. Most of the other decks we've got experience into. If Rayleigh starts coming back, that won't be great. The Roger will help into Green Zoro quite significantly though. Just making your leader bigger, it's going to make it harder for them to do damage. And Roger's stat line being 10k obviously makes him very easy to defend. Even if they put like 7 Dons on the swing 12, it was just a 2k 1k. It's not even that bad. So I do think this will help out in the Green Zoro matchup as well, which I think is another deck that's creeping up in popularity in Japan. And honestly, that's kind of the meta. The meta from that 3v3, right, which is the first big tournament we had. You're playing Emu, you're playing Ace, sometimes you're playing Roger, who we can match and sort of go wider than. And then sometimes you were playing the Green Zoro. Those were the big 4 decks out in Japan last in that 3v3. So I think you've got a decent matchup into 3 of them. Emu, I think, is tough, but if you can beat the other ones, it's not that bad. I will say that Red Rock is quite essential into Ace, so I'm quite tempted to go up to 3 Red Rock and cut maybe the Bargwa to 2, or even this to Die For to 2. So that's something to consider. And I do kind of like the 1 Luffy. I was on 2 Luffy for some of the games in this video. I've just cut him to 1. Very impressed with Roger. Don't know if this is actually out in Japan yet, but I'm playing as if it is, because without this card, I don't think this deck is that great at the moment. Either way, thank you for listening to me talk about the deck. Here's some games. Going to give it to Emu, I will be taking second. We can get away with this double ramp, right? We can play this on 4, and it doesn't die. Because his Mars, you can only play on 6. So we can get away with the double ramp. Double ramp's fine. The Zoro is actually quite nice as well, just because it's it can swing for 5 and deal damage, maybe, or at least get 1,000 counter. 5 Elders. Ditching a Mars and the world's equilibrium. Very good. So I do think this matchup going second is not too bad. Did he? He just didn't cycle. Must have a good hand, huh? Interesting. Let's pass it up. Might just see an 8 here. If we see anything less than 8, I will counter out. Yeah, I'll counter out of a 7. Or less, depending on what this is. Another 5 Elders. Charlos. Digital never existed. Okay. Digital shall rear to draw a card. Good. Can't swing, buddy. So she's already at 7 in trash. We know 2 of these cards are 5 Elders, though, so that can maybe help us do a bit of math later. That's good to know. No, obviously. I'm going to just swing for the 7. Then play out Zoroark. He's going to block. That's fine. That's fine. 5 Don. Got to be doing the empty throne. Play out Saturn. Walkyrie. Saturn, I think, is the best one because he needs to see his other Elders, right? Walkyrie's fine too. I guess he actually got all of them except Nusturo. That's pretty decent. I'm going to counter. I like staying healthy against Emu because basically every life is kind of like a turn that you get at the end of the game. Sanji's great. We need obviously something to find off him. So if we're going to gear this turn, that's going to be 3. Whatever we put on this, we get back. So we put 2 on him. We go back to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done. Can we put 3 on? Put 3, we swing 7. Yeah, we can put 3 on. And swing 7, 7. We don't get to keep a Don up, but that's fine. That's fine. This means he's going to have to probably block and take, or block and 2 cards. Take and 2 cards. Nicely, it can't counter it out of either of these swings for just 1 card. Does go with the block. That's fine. We'll go with the 7. Means his leader swing is likely swinging into Zoroark this turn, unless he wants to Mars and spend a card to blow it up. Either of which is kind of fine. It does counter out, very, very aggressively defending his life. I respect it, but we'll see how it goes for him. And then we'll ramp up. And then next turn we will have our leader effect. We've got Sanji. If we see anything in the top, we are gaming. We are gaming. There's the Nusturo. He's got the whole Goon squad. But it's 2 more turns before we can use it. It's 2 more turns. Got to be a little careful of Jupiter next turn, but he's only got 1 guy down. So it's not actually that bad. Yeah, we will lose the Zoroark. That's fine. Something. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good. There's nothing in there. I mean, I guess we can just Luffy and ship these out. Yeah. I don't want to... I know he has the 2 dudes. Putting in a couple turn... Putting next turn could be Loki, okay, but we really did need to see something. I think we're going to have to just go with Luffy this turn. So we'll take the... We definitely don't want this. I'll take the gear 2 and I'll bottom these. Yeah. Rayleigh's... Is Rayleigh better than Luffy? I don't think so. Let's just deal with this, but I'm not that scared of that. Do we want to keep 1 for gear 2? Not particularly. Just go 7 and play Luffy. It's unfortunate, man. No Sanji target in the top. Hopefully we get one next turn. Hopefully we do get one next turn. Now we're drawing on the top end. Oh my days. If we look again next turn and there is no top end in there, I'm going to be so upset. So just drawn 2. The chance of that is so low. At least we get him down to 3 though. Nusturo. I mean, he can minus down, but it's not that much pressure, right? It's not that good. Man, that sucked though. Can do like 11 to 9. It's not that good. We can counter out of that. Just about, but yeah, it's fine. And that's if he wants to go all in. I don't think he would want to go all in try and move this Luffy. That feels expensive. That does feel expensive. 6 Don remaining. I mean, if he has another J. Garcia Saturn, that could be a reasonable play this turn. Or another Walkyrie. Just get a blocker down. Get him cooking. Get him cooking. Does go 7 here. Brings this down to 8. So can do 9. Would he want to do 9? I think it's unlikely. We can't afford that risk. That's bad. Okay, it's going to be 7-6 then, probably. Yeah, that's fine. I just couldn't afford him to take out this Luffy. We can afford to go down to 2 there. It's not good, but it's okay. Attacks off Assassin to draw a card. Good play, good play. We really need to see something in the top. Okay, we've got a Roger. That's fine, that's fine. We'll take the 2K. Just placing on top. I'll draw this, then Roger, then the Nami. Yeah, it's fine. Then the following turn, we've got the Rayleigh. It's actually a pretty good curve. Do we want to take out the Nosturo? I think I kind of do, you know? But we know he has the 10 cost. It's coming next turn. If we can get him down, he's going to be able to counter the 8 regardless. Do we know he has never existed? Probably does, right? Do we ever just not leave a Don open? That might be reasonable. If we can get him down to... No, I think we do want to take out the Nosturo. And then go 10 lead. Get him to 2. It's a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Could counter this with 2 cards if he has the event and then a 2K. But I think you can afford to go down to 2 here. We managed to establish 3 guys before the Goon Squad rolls up, which is great. It's a good start. Let's see if we can extend it to a victory or not. I think a second Roger next turn is going to be pretty reasonable. And then a Rayleigh the turn after that is looking quite fair. You really need to see at least one of these Sanji combos before they get the goons down. I haven't managed to win a game yet where I've not had a Sanji combo before the goons come down. Oh, wow. Gives us 3 cards. Okay. I mean, he gets to bring a bunch of them back, right? But that's still pretty good. I'll take that. If he's going to go down to, what, 4 cards here? If he sacks off Nosturo. Yeah, he gets to do his J. Garcia Saturn search. Never existed. It's a pretty good one. We know he has 1 more 10 cost in hand. And it never existed now. So there's only 1 card that we don't actually know about currently. And us being at 8 is actually quite good. It is quite good. Puts $1 on Emu. He's not close to the extra 1,000 from the stage. Maybe he should have left $1 up, huh? Maybe should have left. I think I should have left $1 up. So what's this? 9? 9 to 8. He's actually going to get it. No, if he leaves the $1 open, he doesn't get it. Yeah, he doesn't get it if he leaves the $1 open. And he's going to leave the $1 open. We were lucky there. Though, to be fair, leaving the $1 open wouldn't have actually helped with that exact situation. No, we need to leave Dons up this turn. I think we're just Rogering. Yeah, I think we're just Rogering. So I'll take a Nami and then just bot the rest, honestly. I think I'm mainly looking for giants here. Don't really want any of those cards. That's not a giant. That's about the worst card we could have possibly drawn. Okay. Okay, so, right, do we try and starve him out of 10 costs? Or do we try and apply more pressure? The fact that we don't have many 1Ks is really not ideal. It's not. I think we need to aggress life. Yeah, I think we need to aggress life this turn. I kind of want to get rid of this guy, though. Because the double power down on one of our units means he gets to clear 1 pretty much guaranteed. Which we've still not seen giants. Which is also pretty tricky. Let's see if he wants to counter out this 8. We know he has the never existed. Does not. Okay. Now let's go 9. Then let's go 10. Then let's go 10. Yeah, draws with that. So we're going to get the other block and then we'll probably deal the damage here. We'll get him down to 2. Man, it's such a slog, this goddamn deck. It's such a slog. Not balanced. Definitely not balanced. We know he has the 10 cost, and he's back to 6 goddamn cards, man. They get so many. It's so silly. It's so silly. Like, we have to counter this one. Then he's going to be able to ram the Nosturo into the Sanji. If we don't leave the Dons open for Bagua. Can we go for lethal next turn? It's possible. He still has never existed though, right? Use 2 never existed, 2 World Equilibriums. Can we allow one of these to go down? I think we have to. I think we simply have to. This is the red one, man. Yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. 8. Yeah, no, again. And wherever this Nosturo swings, alas, it will go through. It is what it is. It is what it is. But we'll see. There are decks that are beating it, right? Ace is beating it somewhat consistently. I know people are having success with Green's Aura at the minute, which is pretty cool. Grabs another never existed. Yeah, unfortunately, we literally don't even have a 1k. So if he swings 7-7, the Sandy just dies, which sucks. Yeah, that also sucks. That also sucks. Let's see if we can get off the top. There's our first giant. Can we live if we Roger Giant? Probably can live. We can probably live. We're not thriving, but we're living. Maybe we can get some... Yeah, this is the turn where I'd like the Sanji. So we could Sandy Roger here pretty risk-free. Because we know we're not drawing into any more counter events here. Take the Giant. We can't afford to do this because it just gets blown up by Mars is the other sad thing. Yeah, we don't even get to take a 1k if we want to Roger. If we Rayleigh here, we can rest the Walker. We have 5 swings. He blocks out of 1, takes 2, that's 3. So he's got to counter 2 swings. We know he has 2 never existeds. One of them can obviously counter out of 1 swing. Probably the leader swing. The other one will be dead. Maybe this is a 10 cost that's dead. And he's got 1, 2, 3 cards to counter a 9. We might be able to go for it here. We actually might. No, but it's not even that. He's got another card to counter out of a 9. And then 2 more cards to counter out of a 10. I don't think we can go for it this turn. I think we have to go for it next turn. Yeah, so we start like this. This sucks. This this goddamn matchup, man. I hate it. I hate it here. We'll just Roger again. Given that we know we're not drawing any more events, we can actually just go 9 to Nosturo. That's fine. We're never using this Bagua over the Giant. There's literally no reason to. We go to that. Let's see if we can deal any kind of damage. We know one of them's getting blocked by Walkery. One of them's getting blocked by Mars. Will the other one go through a Willy event 2k out? The event 1k's out of that one. Okay. Blocks with Walkery. Blocks with Mars. Shimmerly. Don't think he would take here. I'd love it if he did, but I think block with Mars is sensible. I guess like he can potentially threaten lethal, but it's kind of risky. Maybe if he doesn't have the 10 cost, that's what he's thinking, right? If he doesn't have another 10 cost, he's thinking, oh, I might have to go for lethal this turn. But we know we're drawing in... Okay, blocks in the end. Cool, we'll pass it over. We're making our stand next turn. Next turn is the turn we've got to go for it. We didn't really get anything out of him. We did get a never existed and a 1k, though. So I guess that's nice. 8. So if we take this one, We're facing down 8, 9, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We can counter out of a 10 very easily. We can actually counter out of a 12 easily. So we know we're drawing 2 1Ks, so we have to take this. That would have been a nice trigger, but no trigger. So we take this, he gets to swing 14, we can go to 12. We're gambling on whether this is a brick. We would be giga gambling on whether this is a brick. If we counter here, we get 2 1Ks, we get to live. If he has the Goon Squad again, actually if he has Nosturo, that's at 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. We're good on that. We lose 1 guy if we counter here for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it enough? Might not be. How many bricks have we seen? We've seen a lot of bricks. We bottomed a bunch of bricks. I'm going to gamble. Okay. Think we're good here. Think we are good. Think we are good. That's a risky gamble. A very risky gamble. Sure. We get to keep our entire board now, which is incredible. It's incredible. Is it the Goon Squad again? Goon Squad the third? We've got to go for it next time with the Rayleigh. Yeah, there's the Goon Squad. Right. Okay, well, Nosturo's not going to kill anything at the very least, which is brilliant, because we have our Giants. Here's the gang. So he gets off Jaeger Assassin. We know he still has at least 1 event in hand. 1 event. So they never existed. We know about that one. I believe that's all he's taken for the last few turns. He probably doesn't have much else that we know about. This just swings into Sanji. Nostura, okay, he's got a 1K and a 4K counter event. Can we get there? Honestly, it's not even close to guaranteed, which is just abysmal. But what can you do? It is what it is. You've got to pull the trigger at some point, huh? 8 to 7, absolutely not. Bang, bang, trash this, garbage. Oh, he attached the Don. That's so big. That's 1 less event he has access to. Shouldn't have attached that Don. Definitely not. Definitely not. I wouldn't have taken, like, the 8 unless I was actually just going to lose the game immediately or had a billion counter. Use the card action. Is Usahachi ever better than Rayleigh? Is Usahachi better than Rayleigh? Because Usahachi can rest the Walkyrie as well. We have 5 swings. He gets out of 3 of them for free, so we need 2 to go through. We have a bigger split with that, but Rayleigh's an extra swing of 9. With Rayleigh, we get to swing like 8, 9, 10, 10, 10. When he has 1 event, so maybe he uses that on the 8. He's got to counter a 9 and a 9, right? Because then he blocks the 10, takes the 10, takes the 10. He can't do without the cards in his hand currently. He can't, so we're gambling on what's in the life. If we go Usahachi, rest down the Walkyrie, we have 7 Don remaining. We can start with 9. He goes event 1K, we know those. Then we have 4 swings. We need we need all of them to go through. So we'd be swinging 3 Don here, 4 Don here, 3 more. It's like 10, 10, 11, 11. So he only has to counter a 9 and a 10. If we go the other way, he has to counter a 7, a 9, and a 9. I think the Rayleigh's better. So it doesn't really matter what we do here. Yeah, I think the Rayleigh's better. Remember to put a Don on your leader, otherwise it doesn't work. Rest this. Oh yeah, it's an 8 and 2 9s he's got to counter, actually. No, the 8 is clean, so maybe we should have gone 7 here. I lose by 1K, I'm going to regret it. Yeah, this should have been a 7. Well, then if he has 2K, 1K, he gets to keep the event for one of the later swings. So, I don't know. I don't think there's perfect maths here regardless. But, we'll see what we can do. We know he has one 1k in his hand at least. That is a lot of 1ks. That should be guaranteed then, right? Triggers aside. Yeah, he had not enough 2ks there. I do believe. Yes, and then we have 3 10s. So it's in theory possible if all of these cards are 2ks, but it's not happening, is it? If this was the 2k, he'd used it already. Flipping heck, that was tough. That was such a close game. Well played, Rob Pony. He played super well. Big up Roger. Yeah, that was a tough one, man. I don't think we could have gone for it one turn ago. I think that was the best turn to go for it. And it was a risk on the life being not a brick, but we'd seen so many bricks already. And what, like, so few counter? We'd seen, what, like, 2Ks the whole game? Oh, no, it's 4, actually. I lied a little bit there. Oh, no, that one was one we trashed, so it was 3. 3 2Ks, a bunch of bricks. I don't know. This matchup does not feel good. You gotta really ramp into Sanji something on curve, but hey, you can win. Going into Roger, I'm actually going to take first because I like to look for the triple ramp in this game. That's not even close. That is also not even close. Holy shit. How we get that 2-handed no ramp? Wow. I'm only on 15 ramps. Ah dear. Well, let's hope we top deck one, huh? Let's hope we top deck one. There's a lot we can. There's a lot we can. Well, that'll do, Donkey. That'll do. No point keeping one up. We'll just swing for 7. Guarantee that he takes it. Pass it over. We'll be shaking his swing because we need to see some more ramp. If we can at least get the double ramp, we can ramp again with the Rayleigh. It's okay. Yeah, we'll take that. Pudding's actually not that bad this turn. We can actually do both, right? Yeah, we can do both. Yeah, we can ramp up on Pudding. That's kind of cool. Then next turn we can drop the Rayleigh. Also get the ramp off the Rayleigh for what that's worth. It's actually worth quite a bit, right? Yeah, because then we can giant. I like it. Goodbye, hand. 6 lead. Who knows whether he likes his hand, but we got him down from 7 to 5, and he's just given us another one, so now he's on 4 cards, which is tricky. Can have Scopper Gaban here. That is what it is. Scopper Gaban, indeed. Very good card. And we're going to get the Rayleigh down next turn, so we're going to at least have a little bit of aggression here. 6 to 6. We'll counter out of this one. I like to stay at 2 when I can. Alas, we cannot. Yeah, that's not going to be live this turn. That's going to be live next turn. We are going to get the Rayleigh. We need to attach a Don, so I'm going to actually attach the Don to Mrs. Pudding. And we'll go 5 to 5. This is the only time we're going to be able to attack with this Pudding, so we must make the best of it. Then we'll go for 6. It's going to take. Got a trigger to ramp. That doesn't really help. Yeah, shouldn't have used that. I mean, it doesn't really do anything in his hand either, but he could have trashed it off like a Gaban later. I guess if he has an event here, but like, what even event would it be that gets him out of a 5k? I don't think you're supposed to use that event there. I don't see the point. I really don't see the point. But alas, it is what it is. We are likely taking a damage here. Ooh, that's pretty scary. Big Rogger. Big Rogger. 11 to 9. No. What do I want to trash? The Red Rock's low-key not bad. But the Red Rock's probably... I think we want to develop more of our own stuff. The Roger's okay, but we really do want to see Sanji. Okay. Yeah. I thought that would go here. Especially with him being at 9. Oh, he's the card action. No Sanji. Okay, that's not ideal. We'll take the 2k. I think we're just playing Roger this turn then. We'll try and deal with the Scopper Gaban. Could go with the Luffy, but no, because then we can't giant. Yeah, if we Luffy, we can't giant. I think we're going to need to giant this turn. Just because the amount of pressure he's going to have. But yeah, we'll be focusing our efforts into the Scopa Gaban in the first instance. So we'll start placing on top. I'm going to draw the Nami just to have an extra 1k. What do I want to keep in the deck? Probably the Roger if we're going to giant. I might Sanji Roger. I don't think I'm Sanji Luffying. So we'll do that. Do we ever do it like... No, I think we do it like that so that we can giant away the Luffy. Because I just don't think we want the Luffy. Yeah, this works. This works. So this is going to be 9-9 anyway. Unless we want to leave 2 up. We could leave 2 up. Let's go 9. See if this goes through. I want to get at least 1 card here. He's fairly low on resources. We should be okay with just this 1 giant. Yeah, it gives us a Scopa Gaban. That's cool. So he can go with Shanks here. Shanks will be... Yeah, that's tough. I'm somewhat regretting getting rid of that Red Rock now. I've just played into a Roger who was not on the Shanks build. So that's thrown me a bit for a loop. Just there. We know we're drawing into a 1k, so we can actually defend under both of these. Yeah, this is good, because we know we're drawing the Nami. So we can defend under 12 to 8. Ditch this, buff this, and then give the Nami, yeah. Now, this is terrifying. This Shanks being on the board is really scary. Oh, we're bailed out there. Yeah, I just played into a build of Roger that was not on the Shanks. So I didn't have it in my mind, but definitely could have kept that Red Rock earlier. Although the Roger was also good, so I don't know, it's a tough call. Let's just take the Red Rock. We'll reveal it now. We're going to play it in like a moment anyway. And then we'll start placing on top. Going to go with that. First, definitely want to draw the 2k. Then we'll draw the 1k. Then we'll draw the Bargo. And we'll just leave the Roger chilling. Shit, we'll go get rid of that. And I'm actually going to leave 3 Don open, I think. So we'll go 7 to 7. Could go 10 to 10. I don't think that's worth it, though. We're putting on a lot of pressure here with the 9-10. It almost forces him to win next turn or counter this 9 or the 10. We go 11. If we go 11, it's very, very good. We then have... Yeah, we don't have access to both, though. I think we're going to go with the 10. I don't care that much if he gives us double 2s. Giving us double 2s to defend the life is not... It's fine. It's fine. Does have them. Okay. Let's pass it over. We've got the Bog, we've got the Giant, we've got a 1k. We should be okay here. We should be okay. I don't see a way for him to kill us. And if he can't clear any of our board, we surely win on the clapback. The second Red Rock was great, but I mean, we haven't seen any Sanjis yet either, right? Can't complain too much. No. Definitely not. Interestingly, now our Giant is offline if we Bargwa. So that's an interesting one. That is interesting. I believe we put a Mr. 2 on the top, so we at least have a 1k, which is cool. 12 to 9. Well, no. Yeah, and there's the concede. Sure. We were definitely going to win that turn. He has 1k counter. We can just go swing, swing, swing. I don't think this Odin was actually worth it. I mean, I guess he needed to remove the Rayleigh and develop the Odin and hope we didn't have the rest for the Odin. Yeah, no, we'll play to our opponent. Bit of a dodgy start, but we managed to get there. Who needs Sanji, right? Just luck into your second Red Rock, I guess. Gonna go into Bonney. I'll take second. We've got double ramp. We don't have a lot of counter. It's a lot of top end. That's a lot of top end. Is it greedy to mulligan? Maybe a little bit. But I don't really want to see all my top end in my hand. Yeah, this is still double ramp. I like this hand a lot better. I do like this hand a lot better. Sure, he's just going with the Kiku no Joe, sure thing. I'll do that. Pass it up. So we've got the Doran, we've got the Mr. 2, we've got the Gear 2. We're kind of good on that. If he just swings 8, I'll probably just take it. If it's 7 though, we'll counter that one. We'll give up the Sanji. Usahachi's definitely better. No effect. Barga's cool. Barga is cool. If we take next turn, we could, like, Nami and then use the Barga. That could be kind of funky. Regardless, I don't really want to Gear 2 this turn. I think I'm happy to take a hit. So it's just swinging for 7. Did I not swing on... No, that was my first attack. I looked at 5 and thought, oh shit, was I on 3 last turn and forgot to swing? Earlier today, in another game against Bonney, I completely forgot to swing on the 3-don turn. Just forgot. And it was like, great, nice, incredible moves. So if we take this, he does get the draw 2 trash 1 from this Bonney. But we can then Bargra on the next turn. We can then Bargra on the next turn. I think we'll give him it. I think we'll give him the draw 2 trash 1, because I do like doing the Nami here. To leave 2 open for the Bargle. We can Bargle up to 8. He's not going to not attack. I'd be very surprised. If he just doesn't attack, that's very intelligent, but I don't personally see it happening. And the Nami is going to dig us closer towards the top end that we need, because we currently don't have anything for next turn. So let's just go 6. He probably should counter this one with a 2k if he can. Taking a 6 here is quite greedy, I think. Gonna leave this Mr. 2 here for now. They can... Wow, takes that, okay. Thankfully, no trigger, but I guess maybe doesn't have a 2k. If we had Pudding here, though, like, you just lose. Like, you just lose to Pudding. Which is kind of crazy. Let's go with the Nami. Ooh, it's a lot of top end. We can have a lead effect anyway. So I guess we'll just start placing them on the top. We'll just put the top end back. But if we don't see Sanji, then the top end being on top is kind of useless. I'm going to bottom the Luffy. And I think the Zoro Juro. Yeah, and then pass. Leave this here, because, like, yeah, you can blow it up with Egghead and Army. It's going to cost him 2 cards. And swinging 6 there isn't that great. Him swinging 6 there also isn't that great. Go no blocker. He's going to swing at least once more. There ain't no way that's the only swing. I mean, if it is, then I guess I get screwed. Yeah, there's the Nami, sure. Can blow up on Mr. 2 or on Nami. Either or. Blows up the Nami. Fair enough. And then he'll get 2 Don on here. So he's going to get swing for 8 with this if you want to put 1 Don on the Bonney. Oh, he's going to go 6, 7. Okay, that's a little annoying. That's a little annoying. We'll Sanji out. And then Barger out of this last one. Yeah. Probably should have Bargered out of the 6, thinking about it, because he could have just not attacked there. I'm too used to playing against people who don't know about that. This is kind of shit. We can do some attacking. We're not playing Sanji this turn. We're just going to go with the Rayleigh. I think we want to Giant in the interim. So we'll draw 2 of these. We can Giant to draw the other 2. And then... Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. He's going to be going to 9. So he can... Bonney? Can Bonney? Bonney's a little scary. Forces this out and then swings into us for like, what, 12? Something like that? It's pretty spooky. We're really looking for the Sanji. Ironically, if I'd put the cards back on the top, the Sanji was in the top 5. But I think that's Gamba. Let's take a 2k. Stop placing on top. I'm actually going to draw the to die for, because then we can just Giant get rid of it. And then it's not in our hand later on. We'll draw into these. That's fine. Sanji next turn is okay. If we need him. If we don't, we can just ship him out. Yeah, this works. This works. And we're just going to Rayleigh this turn. So we'll rest down the Nami for sure. We want to take out as much of this as possible. I might even take out the Kiku. Let's go here, copying this. Swing 6 to 4. He's not going to defend this. And this is like an okay turn to use on Mr. 2. I mean, he could defend it, but I'd be very surprised if he defends a 4k unit, right? Yeah, let's it go. Cool. I think what I'm going to do is attack the Nami for 7 and then just pile the Rayleigh into the Bonney, because we do need to put on some offensive pressure. And this Kiku, if it is Bonney next turn, this Kiku is either swinging for 8, which we can just giant out of, and we would have to take the 10 to go to 0, or it's going to be swinging for 6, and again, we can counter that. If we take it out. Now, if we take it out, we go to 0, but we keep all our events. I don't actually want the giant that much. We could get out the 12, actually, if we do take it out. I just don't think we can live that long, you know? Oh, you're going to defend this. Okay, well, he makes my choice a lot easier. Do we just have attack face, though? In 2 turns, we can be winning the game. I think we have to. I think we have to go aggressive in this matchup. I don't want to just sit here forever. Yeah, luckily no Kikunojo trigger. We'll gain arrested. Yes, that's chill. That's chill. This is going to be the Bonney, right? It's the Bonney. He's going 6 first. We'll 2k. I'm assuming this is the Bonney. Doesn't have the Bonney. Incredible. Man, the amount of these Bonney players that are not drawing the Bonney into me is interesting. This can still be 8 for Kid, I guess. But this would surely be a 6 with Leader, if it wasn't. If it was. I don't really mind taking 1. I do want to use the Giant actively to just cycle through the deck. So I'm going to Giant here. Ditch this garbage. And resolve. Because if this is 8 for Kid, this isn't attacking. Cool. Well, he trashes our Giant. I don't love that, but it's fine. We're still at 1, which is notable. Nothing for Sandy to hit. Ah. That sucks. That sucks a lot. Right. I think we're bottoming this. I think we are bottoming this. I don't think we're going to have a chance to play the Sanji, so we'll take, like, the Gear 2. And then just ship the rest out. That's a good one. That's a very nice draw. I mean, we were unlucky to see, like, no top end in the first 2 stacks, though, right? We've not been able to Sanji this game, but that is a great draw. That is a great draw. Do we want to play any semblance of board? I don't think so. If he Bonnies, he gets swing 11 with Kid, 10 with Bonney. It's like 11, 10, 12. Can we counter that? We can go... We'll be at 8, so yes. Yes is the answer. This Roger's such a good card. So I think we just go for life again. Go 8, then we'll go 9. I don't think he can kill us. I don't think he can kill us. There's no way for him to rest our Dons. We've got a Giant. We don't know what we're drawing off the Giant, admittedly. That's a little bit of a blunder. He gave us a 2k and then took. I don't actually think that's going to matter in the grand scheme of things. But this reading is hard moment. And yeah, because they play all the yellow triggers, I am going to hit him to 0. I don't think there's anything at 0 that would actually help him. And the 2k Otama can actually increase his power. Yeah, there's the Bonney. Forces us back to take the life. There's another Sanji. Who needs that guy? That guy sucks. That's a very clean Giant. Bing bong, go to this, buff up. So, well, just as well we had the counter in hand already because that's a lot of garbage. We'll go with the Gear 2 and then give him a 2k. And then we'll counter out this Kikunojo. Oh, this is so we're 8. 8, nice one against Bonney despite seeing, what, no Sanji combos? Just got to go aggressive. They can't actually kill you if you've got all these events because the Roger is so nuts, man. You turn into like a BY Luffy leader. It's crazy. Gonna go into Ace. He's taken first, which is interesting. I find Ace often like second. At least when I've been playing it. Just because you get to do the Newgate on 8. We've got the Red Rock. That's good. Our hand is looking very good other than a suspicious lack of counter. But I think we can keep. I think we can keep. The odds of us drawing like a bunch of bricks off like the draw, the life, and then the next draw, pretty low. Cool, we got something. We got a little something something. That's nice. Yes, absolutely. That's okay. No on that. Maybe too many it's to die for, but yeah, it is what it is. We'll ramp up, gain 1, and then we'll just swing for 8. 8 makes it difficult. He kind of has to take, but he kind of also doesn't want to take. Super early. We'll definitely counter out of this one. We don't want to go too low, and we also don't want to get puddinged. Nope, obviously. So I think we're going with It's to Die For here. We'll be on 9. We have a lot of dons and not a lot to do with them, honestly. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Do we ever play this? Probably not. We can actually red rock the Marco. No, we need the red rock for later. We so need the red rock for later. That would be insane. Let's do it, though. We can show him the trifecta. I'm not going to do that. Let's just whack him for 10. If we had anything else like that, oh, man, if we can see pudding next turn, that might be tasty. But yo, Sanji pudding, the GP combo, the GP combo, Sanji pudding. Yeah, we'll do that. We might have to take this one. We don't have a lot of counter here. Yeah, that's okay, though. It's okay. Gear 2's nice. Oh! No pudding. Okay, that's fine. Probably just going to Roger here. Sanji Roger is still very, very powerful. So I'm going to opt to take... Sanji Roger, we can giant. I'll opt to take the Sanji. And then place on top. Want to draw the giant. Play the Roger. We can giant away the It's to Die For very, very happily. We'll draw into these two, which is okay. Looks good. Looks good. Then we'll go Sanji, Roger, go to 8. Go 8 lead because 8 to Yamato is just 1 card. 8 to lead is 2 cards. He's not going to take here. I'd be very surprised, especially at 10 cards because, like, yeah, he can play Pudding too, but we can play Pudding too, and Pudding's a pretty good card. But us being at 8 here is going to be great to get out of his aggression. This next turn, we're going to have such a powerful turn, because we'll be able to red rock his Nugate, which is great, and then either aggress face or aggress Yamato, whichever we deem is best. I think Yamato. I think I want to take the Yamato out. So it's going to be 9, 10, so we'll just 2k out of this one. Now, we obviously can't take any of these swings. Okay, it's just 9, 9. Well, do we want to just gear 2 out of this one? Save the giant for later. No, I think just burning through the deck with giant is good, because you can always just draw more giants, right? With this leader, you just get so many cards. Yeah. Ditch the die for, buff up, resolve. Use the card action. And there's more giants. There's another Sanji as well. These are all really good cards, but we're definitely red rocking this Nugate. This Nugate's got to go. He's got to go. I think we're going to leave a bunch of dons up here, though, for events. Let's take this, place on top, the giant, just have it again, and then we'll leave, I guess, the gear 2 in there. Now we'll leave the Sanji in there. We don't need the Sanji this turn, and we can always just take him next turn. That's fine. I think I like that. So we're going to go with the red rock. Can keep a bunch of dons up. Let's do the red rock first. Let's get rid of that. You've got to get rid of that stinky Nugate. He's too powerful to be kept alive. And we're going to go 6 to lead. Got to counter this one. I would be extremely surprised if he doesn't. If he doesn't, we will continue to pile pressure at life, though. Yeah, it gives us a 1k there. Then I'm going to go... We could just keep going life, right? Could go like 10-10 here. Get 3 cards and dealer damage. It's pretty good, but getting rid of the Yamato is also pretty good. Gonna go 11 to Yamato. Okay, Flame Emperor. Tama, Yamato. Just go 9 again. Do you know what I think we do? We're getting 2 more cards here. He's already used leader effect. Needs to give us another 2k. Okay, he's pretty low on resources now. He's pretty low. You never know. He might not have the second blocker beard. That'd be a treat. Oh, he doesn't. Well, that's a dub. That's a dub. He gambled. He gambled on saving this Yamato. I don't think it was worth it. But we'll soon find out. We'll soon find out. Going to use the Bargwa here, just because the Bargwa's kind of awkward. The most he's going to be swinging is probably... Could be swinging like 11? But that's okay. I'm just going to Bargwa because it's 2 Don, right? We can't use this on other turns. So using it while we have a turn when the Don is good. Fun fact. This could be another blocker as well. This could be like a Marco blocker. Nope, it's going to be 11 to leader. Seems good to me. We'll ditch the Rayleigh. Yeah, buff up leader. And then give the Ushatch. Very nice. Use the card action. Sanji Roger seems good. Let's take the Sanji, place on top. We'll draw the Nami. Play the Roger. The other 2 I don't care. Do that. Just get more boys on the board. This is going to be 8, so let's just do this first. I do still kind of want to take out this Yamato, though. I do kind of want to still get rid of this Yamato. So I think I will continue to divert attention into the Yamato. Too powerful. Cool, we got rid of Yamato. That's great. Then we'll go 8-10. He's going to have to take the 10, so he probably needs to counter the 8. Just leaves. Sure. We did draw the second Newgate off the death knell of the Yamato. And yeah, could have got out of that 8, but has to take the 10, and then he's just like bearding. Gets to swing for 8. We give him a 1k. I mean, you can sort of see how the extra defense from the Roger is so powerful. Big fan of this card, and Red Rock is essential. I'm quite tempted to go up to 3 Red Rocks, because seeing that to get rid of their first Newgate, man, it's so good. But either way, well played to our opponent. Let's move on. Going first into Sabo, we're going to be looking for the triple ramp. Well, we have the triple ramp. It's a little awkward using all these gear 2s. Yeah, this is triple ramp, right? Yeah, just about. We can keep. Triple ramp is so good into Sabo, and they're really weak at the start of the game as well. So there's going to be, like, negative pressure coming from him, which is great. Got to the stage, very nice. They love just spamming out their searches in the early game, does Sabo. Once they get to their end game, it does get a little scary. They have some really powerful units they can use. But if we can get there, like... If we can play out a Sanji combo before he can play his first dragon, I mean, that's going to be ridiculous, right? That's just going to be ridiculous. Bello Betty. Grabs the Bello Betty off the stage, grabs the Morley off the Bello Betty. Cancel there. Sanji's great. We'll hit him for 6. The first 2 swings into Sabo, always guaranteed. Pretty much. Looks like he's got some kind of trigger. He uses the Waxing Fist trigger. Sure, didn't want the event. Fair enough. We'll ramp up with gear. Next turn, we're on 6 Don. We can play Mr. 2, ramp to 7. Gear, ramp to 8. And we're in the money. From there, hopefully we'll Sanji next turn. If not, I mean, Roger's okay. I would really like to see a Sanji combo next turn, though. He's got a hack. He's got a Garp. He might swing for like 6 or 7 here. He's got a hack. Depends how many small searches he's got. Okay, he does go for 7. Their swings get pretty damn big. So I think I will 2k this. No effect there. The Bargwa... We could just... No, we can't because we're at 3. I can't use the Bargwa. So yeah, we're going to be doing Mr. 2 plus Gear 2. So let's just swing for 6 again. This will turn his leader -1 off. So there is some level of argument that we don't attack here, but I don't think it's that big a deal. Now, whatever his leader swing is this turn, we will be taking... I'm expecting him to play the Sabo here. Yes, the best card in his deck by a country mile. This card is the only reason this deck is viable. Like, this card is just so good. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And we will be taking the 7. We don't have a choice. We've got 3 cards in hand, and none of them are counter. But yeah, we're going to be looking to do a Sanji combo next turn if we can. If not, it'll have to be Roger. Not the end of the world, though. Monkey D. Dragon. Yep, take that. Nami is not really useful. Use the card action. Rayleigh is good enough. He's good enough. Let's take the Sanji. Start placing on top. I don't really want the Zorojiros, so we'll just grab the Nami. And then, yeah, we'll leave the rest like that. That's fine. I don't have a one-on counter event. Do we already want the effect of the Rayleigh, though? Not really. There's not much point, huh? I guess we can swing the Mr. 2 now. Yeah, we can put on some decent pressure here. If he blocks with this, then we do get to swing with the leader, which is kind of funky. Oh, he does block. Okay. Now he gets swing for 6. Get another card. We know it's a dragon in his hand. Sabo doesn't have that many bricks. He has a hack and a hack. Any hacks in here? There are 2 hacks in here. Yeah, he's just discarded 1. I'm going to go 10 to Sabo. I'm going to go 10 to Sabo. Start a little... Ooh, he got rid of it. Incredible. Incredible. Now his aggression this turn is going to be very poo. He's going to have like 1-7 instead of having a 7 and an 8, which is really, really good. He can just bring it back. I know that. I know that. But I'm presuming he had another one. Anyway, you always presume that your opponent has the stuff they need. And just taking the aggression out of that turn is lovely. It is good. Ditch the dragon from the stage effect. Waxing Fist, good card. I'm going to go 7. I'm going to go no. And sadly we know that like a bunch of these cards are kind of bad. Yeah, the 2 Zorojiros are not good. I think we're bottoming these. I'll take the gear 2. I'll take the gear 2. We're going to go with the Roger this turn. He's still only 8 Don. That's kind of funny. We have 3 big guys down before he gets to 10. Feels really good, man. Yeah, let's take the pudding's tempting as well, actually, though. The pudding is tempting. We could, like, swing a 10 and then just pudding him down from 7 to 5. How worth is that? I actually don't hate putting this on top. Let's set the gear 2. Start placing on top. If we're going to need the pudding, I think it's next turn. I don't think I want to play it this turn. If we swing like 10-10 and he takes both, though, I mean, that could be incredible. Maybe we'll just put it on top. This is such good pressure. If he... Okay, he does block. Okay. Okay, well, what do we want to do now? Do we want to try and take out this Sabo here? He did play around the pudding just a touch there. Because smart play from him. We can still just Roger. We have not a lot of a counter, though. And we have 3 1Ks. If we go Nami for 5... Yeah, I don't think we're pressuring this turn. Yeah, that... Maybe what if we should have gone like 12? I think if I went 12, he probably wouldn't have saved this. I think we just Roger. If we lose one of our guys, it's not the end of the world. He's going to want to develop more of his own units this turn anyway. So I think we do just Roger. And then I'll swing 8 lead. I'm not going to bother swinging 8 to 8. He definitely has a 1k. And we have like a realistic chance of going for lethal next turn. This also dissuades him from attacking with the Sabo. So yeah, smart play for him to play around the pudding. But we'll see if it gets him. We'll see if it gets him there. We're still at 8k. Okay, he's going to Stussy. Can move our Roger probably. Yeah, it's the biggest unit. Okay, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Doesn't have a lot of pressure still though. And we know he has the waxing fist as well. That's something to consider. He's going to need to leave this Sabo up, I think, unless... I think he just dies on board if he doesn't leave this Sabo up. That was a little insane there, going at the 9 on 9. Let's get a 2k. He knows a 2k, he knows a waxing fist. Sure. Good meme. Good meme. We can just Roger again. Then we have Giant this time, which is really big. Yeah, let's take the Sanji. There's very little danger because we're going to draw a bunch of 1Ks as well. So draw the Giant, place the Roger, and then we'll draw into 2 Zorojos off the Giant. It's nice. So he's at 6. 9's kind of suck ass, but it is what it is. Because we know he has the event, the Waxing Fist. Can just use that right now. Does just use that right now. Good play. We'll go for another 9. Gives us the double 2s. Fair enough. Then we'll hit him with the 8s. He can block 1k or he can take down to 0. Ooh, block and sack. That's suspicious. But now we've got 4 guys, right? The Sanjis. This card's so broken, man. It's so broken. Another Dragon D's. Dragon D's Sabos out of the trash. Oh dear, yeah, he's not going to be able to remove any of our board though, because we have the Giant with a bunch of 1Ks coming up as well. 8. Then what's he threatening? 9, 10, something like that? Yeah, something like 9, 10. We'll just 1K out of this one. We'll give up the pudding. She's past her sell-by dates. 9, yeah, no. No, definitely not. And then 10, we'll just Giant out. Trash this. Buff this. Resolve. Yo, it's the Zorojoros. Incredible. Oh, he nearly got us at the back to main menu button. But we comfortably won that one. The ramp is just so good, man. You get 2 guys out before they get to Dragon. It's insane. And I think he made a mistake with that Sabo as well, with the block on that one. Didn't see the Rayleigh coming. And we got to remove the Sabo that he played on 6. So we had nothing going into 8. He had no pressure. Which is really good. Stussy was pretty good. I think if he got to his Stussies a little bit earlier and seen multiple of them, maybe. Just, man, this Sanji's so broken. What a crazy card. So thank you for watching. I think UP Luffy is going to be a lot weaker than he was in, well, still pretty good in our set 12, right? But certainly worse than in Japan's set 12. It's another situation where you look at the meta out in Japan now with Emu hanging around and Ace going for like big 10 beards. And it does make you wonder, were those link bans actually necessary with how much the format's changed? I'm not sure. I'd be interested to try it out with them. I know we did play one game into Emu at least with UP Luffy. And the Roger felt like an all-star. The Katakuri felt pretty useless. And Big Mom obviously doesn't remove anything. So I actually think this build with the Rayleigh is probably better into Emu than the builds with like the Kata and the Big Mom. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Regardless, I think this guy is still a lot of fun. It's such a good deck. It's such an interesting deck to play because you get to see so much of your deck. You draw so many cards. You see so many cards. It makes this deck a lot of fun. So I hope he can survive. We'll see if he can. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.